Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to my movie segment where I'm going to be talking about the Old Man Logan pictures that just came out the other day, and I'm also going to give a little speculation into the Gambit movie as well, because there's some talks about another director leaving to pursue another movie, and I want to be able to touch base on that a little bit. But with that being said, I just looked at the Old Man Logan pictures again, and really, it doesn't really excite me too much. Maybe I saw them out of context. It doesn't really get me excited because all I see is a guy with a beard, and I also see Professor Xavier in a wheelchair. And really, it makes it look like that he's pushing himself to an old folks home instead of it being an X-Men movie. But that's just because it's out of context and because I haven't seen it in a trailer. But I'm actually excited for the Old Man Logan movie because of the fact it's number one, it's actually Hugh Jackman's last movie. Number two, it's going to be rated R. Number three, who wouldn't be excited about this movie? Yes, they had some stinkers and everything before with the Wolverine movies, but I feel like this is going to be a good movie. But the pictures didn't really sell me or anything like that. And some people are saying, oh, it doesn't look like a, Old Man Logan story. To be honest with you, I never read the Old Man Logan comics or anything like that, but I'm sure Hugh Jackman's actually going to knock that out of the park. And to where the point is, we're not going to even have to worry about anything as far as that goes. And who says it has to be exactly like the comics? Because the Future Past wasn't just like the comics or anything like that. They used elements from the comic to benefit what they're trying to create with the movie itself. Not every movie is going to end up being just like the comic or being something like you read. Everything's going to be changed because of the fact that they're trying to create the universe surrounding this whole entire deal. So that's just my take on that. But let me get on ahead and get to the nitty gritty about the whole thing with the Gambit movie. Now, Robert Zemeckis was actually one of the people who was going to actually direct this movie, and he was attached to it and stuff like that. But other stuff is starting to pop up where he's actually going to do other stuff. So that leads me to he's actually going to start talking about doing Chaos Walkings, the young adult novels that are that's been out. And to me, I think the Gambit movie and everything is going to be bad. Either way it goes. I've never been on board with Channing Tatum as Gambit, but with that being said, aside from that, this whole entire thing had a lot of drama surrounding it. We had Channing Tatum, who was going to lead this thing. Then you also had, oh no, we're not going to leave or anything like that. We're not. The Gambit movie's fine. And then you also have other directors leaving. Now this director's thinking about leaving to pursue other stuff, which is actually pretty normal because nothing is going on with Gambit or anything like that. It's like they actually set up on the shelf and said, okay, maybe next time we'll think about doing this. But right now, maybe Fox feels like that X-Men Apocalypse also underperformed in their eyes. In my eyes, I think they actually hit a home run, but money-wise and stuff like that, and the production cost and stuff, maybe they feel like it underperformed a little bit than what they thought it was going to be. But whatever the case may be, I feel like they should just go on ahead and put it into another X-Men movie. Just put Gambit in another X-Men movie, introduce it that way, and instead of a standalone movie. Because I feel like if you're doing a standalone movie with Gambit, lower the budget for this movie because you don't know at all if this movie's going to work or not. Just like with Deadpool, we saw how great Deadpool was with a lower budget. They could do the same thing with the Gambit movie, and they can actually make profit from it. Because doing $150 million or $200 million budget, I'm just speculating on the cost because I forgot how much the budget was for Gambit. But you have to actually meet those expectations to say, we believe in this project, this movie's actually going to make this much money, but really, I don't think it's actually going to make that much money. So therefore, I think you would lower the budget cost so that way you can actually profit from it. But to actually have it at $150 to $200 million and everything, you're not going to guarantee to have your money back because you have to look at the production costs, the advertisements, and stuff like that. And even the third of what they bring in with the box office because the rest goes to the PR departments and stuff like that, like I mentioned in my earlier videos. But, that's just my take on that whole entire thing because I feel like with this Gambit and everything, you need to go on ahead and just put it in the X-Men movie because this is a bunch of drama surrounding this whole entire thing. And I think it would actually be beneficial for the fans to actually have them in an X-Men movie. Or, better yet, introduce them again in Wolverine or something. But that's actually going to be a different take anyway. So, and they're already filming. So, Basically, just going and putting an X-Men movie, get it over with, would be a whole lot better, in my opinion, on that. But that's just my whole entire thing about how I feel about the pictures and about how I feel about the Gambit movie and stuff like that. Because I feel like there's a lot of drama surrounding Gambit, and plus the pictures didn't really sell me that much as I wanted it to, because all I saw was like a man in a beard and a guy in a wheelchair, and that was it. I don't get too hyped up whenever I see pictures like this, because, you know, all I see is just guys dressed up. And, you know what I'm saying? I just don't see anything special about these pictures. Now, if I saw Wolverine with his claws out, doing something special, I could actually get a little bit more excited for this. But, you know, hey, I just didn't buy into the pictures that much like I would have if I would have saw something different. But that's just my opinion. But I would like to actually know what you guys think. Are you guys wanting a standalone Gambit movie? Did you like the pictures for Old Man Logan? Are you excited for Old Man Logan? Tell me in the comments below, because I like to know what you guys think. And until next time, bye-bye.